Hey guys, thanks for stopping by, just checking out what I've been up to with collecting. This will be a book update. I got all the books come in from my last order. So I'll show you what's caught my eye this go around. Nice to finally have some of these off the wish list. And this series here, I've been curious about over the years, and thanks to the movie, which I'm a fan of, that sort of lit a fire underneath me to go ahead and get these seek these out and get familiar with these stories. I'm only familiar with a little bit of volume 1, but that's only because of just being at like either Barnes & Noble or Books A Million and just seeing this on the shelf and just kind of flipping through them, reading them while I'm hanging out there for a couple of hours. So yeah, but I've never owned these, and I've never realized that they're as old as they are, from 1981 clear up to 1991. That's crazy. I mean, I knew they'd been around, but I had no idea they'd been around that long. So 1981, which is cool. That's my birth year. So that's awesome. But yeah, I'm not at all familiar with all these stories. Like I said, I'm only familiar with this one. This is the one that I'd always see at the store, but I don't think I'd ever see like the rest of these available at like a brick and mortar, store. So anyway, I got these for pretty good deal online, so through Amazon. So I'll get to checking these out. And I've always loved the illustrations, sort of sprinkled throughout each story. So the illustrations were always pretty good, always pretty haunting, I guess you could say, creepy. So yeah, I'm finally glad to get a hold of these books. I've been wanting to get these for, like I said, for years. So yeah, most of this is completely new to me. I will say I'm a fan of the movie. I thought the movie was a blast. So that's another, like I said, that's another motivation thing to get me to get going after these. So that's that. Next one, I've been a fan of this artist for since I was a kid. My parents had, I forget which Edgar Allan Poe book they had, but it had this artist illustrate. It had the illustrations by Harry Clark. So, and years have gone by, and I forgot about this artist until, well, I guess until later on in my life. So, had to go after this. Went ahead and got this off my wish list as well. So yeah, just all the illustrations by Harry Clark. Big fan of his. I just love his style of drawings. I remember one particular one that always creeped me out when I was a kid, but in a good way. The Golden Bug. I know that one was a good story by Edgar Allan Poe. If I can find that particular one that just fascinated me when I was a kid, it was all pretty cool to look at when I was growing up. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. That right there. I would stare at that for hours. Well, I'm exaggerating. Maybe not hours, but when I was a kid, that image right there would just get to me. Creep me out. So, and that one is from... Which one is that one? Not exactly sure. It's been a while. Anyway, I've always liked this Harry Clark's work, so had to get this book. Pretty cool. Big fan of his. All right, next is one that I would take a chance on. It seemed pretty cool. It's that old pre-code classics, the earlier pre-code stuff. Adventures into Darkness. This is volume 1. Decided to go for the hardbacks as far as this stuff here. Yeah, there's all the other releases. So I got volume 1, and this is very nice. The print and the color, everything is no complaints. So definitely would like to collect the rest of this if I can. got this one for a pretty good deal. So yeah, Adventures into Darkness Volume 1, Pre-Code Classics. So yeah, really cool. Very nicely made. Here's the spine. And then continue on with the EC Library series. I finally got Doctor of Horror. Pretty cool. Spine. Love collecting these. Completely addicted to these. Just loaded with stories. Because the stuff's black and white. Like I said, the library series is black and white. But yeah, Doctor of Horror and Other Stories, illustrated by Graham Ingalls. I got Jack Pierce, Hollywood's Makeup Master. Another one off the wish list. This is pretty cool. Classic stuff. Just loaded with information about Jack. About all his work. Had to get this. It's a lot of fun. I've already thumbed through it quite a bit already. Good stuff. Yeah, I had to get that. Got a good deal on this one. This one didn't cost much either. So yeah, Jack Pierce, Hollywood's Makeup Master. Spine on that one. And then I wasn't going to collect these, but I'm like, screw it. I'm completely diving into EC comics and stuff, and even going after their fantasy and their sci-fi. And so Volume 1 of Weird Science. All this is going to be completely new to me. I've only read a few stories in this particular one. I got this one not too long ago. But yeah, a lot of fun. So definitely want to collect these as they re-release these. So pretty cool. Weird Science Volume 1, collection of all the sci-fi stuff, stories and all that. So big fan of what Dark Horse Comics is doing with this series, so cool. And then Volume 1 of Weird Fantasy. So yeah, I want to try and collect all the volumes. So Volume 1 of that. I've already got Volume 2 and 3 pre-ordered. So, yep, completely addicted. These are a lot of fun, so I'm a fan. So, pretty good stuff. And the, I just went ahead and went after the paperback instead of like the hardcover. They're much more affordable, and yeah, I don't mind them being paperback. It's fine. Just gotta take care of them. Gotta be a little more cautious with them. That's all. So good stuff. Good quality. And then last, as far as books, and then I'll show this other awesome bookends I got for my collection to keep them all together. So really amazing bookends. But anyway, I was a teenage monster hunter, interviewing a bunch of makeup artists and actors and directors and whatnot. It's a pretty cool book. Got this for a really good deal. So off Amazon, I think like a third-party seller. So it's loaded with pictures and all kinds of interesting facts and whatnot. So that's that. Really cool. Love the cover art to that too. All right, and then I'll do a separate video on this, but I'll show you since I got the box here. I grabbed this amazing bookends here for my EC Tales from the Crypt and all that stuff. This is the Tales from the Crypt, bookends. Here's a box to it. Pretty cool. The bookends are amazing. Here's what they are. Had to get these. These are absolutely gorgeous. We've got 91 out of 500. I guess it's like limited to 500. You can do a pre-order. They released in February, sometime February. So I got 91 out of 500. So they're not. I'm impressed. You slip this off. I'll do a separate video. I'll do a separate video on all this. But yeah, I'll do a. They deserve it. They deserve their own video. So I'll get the bookends and I'll show you guys overall what they look like with how I have them displayed. I'll show that sometime. So anyway, thanks for stopping by and just checking out what I've been up to with collecting. I'll get back to showing the rest of my movies that I got in. So that'll be like a part 3, and I'll continue on from there. So take it easy. Later. Keep collecting.